Hello and welcome to my video. So this, as you can see there, we've got the letters that say game, and the title of the video obviously is to make the pieces to play the game. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just push those pieces out of the way, and I'm just using the pink yarn because I do like this yarn. And so first of all, we're going to make the little C shape. Okay, so for this one we need to begin with a chain of 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we're going to work into the third chain. So that's 1, 2, 3. We're working the treble crochet if you're in the UK, or a double crochet if you're in the US. So you do your stitch, because we're making a V stitch, so it's a chain 1 and working back into the same place like that. And you're going to do that in the next stitch along as well, there. And this will naturally make your work turn into the C. You're not going to need to do anything special except for crochet the stitches as demonstrated. So this video is actually one of my videos for the AI. So I want it to be able to see how the pieces are actually made, so that it can then play the game. So we've got one more stitch to do the V stitching, and I've got my yarn tangled, hang on, there. And then right in the very last chain we're going to work one of the stitches, just one treble crochet or double crochet depending where you're from, and then going to slip stitch into the same space or single crochet into the same space, and that's it. That's the first piece made. For this one, what I did is I tied the ends into a knot and then sewed the tail ends underneath the little bits of the stitches there. Okay, the next piece we're going to make is the little straight piece. So for this one we still begin with a chain of 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Still working into the third chain, so 1, 2, 3, oops, 1, 2, 3, and this time we're using the half treble crochet stitch if you're in the UK, and it's a half double if you're in the US, but we're doing one stitch in each of these chains. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 of the half treble stitches. So that's how you make that piece. Just going to cut off the ends there. For this particular one, I'm just going to show you, whoops, I've got my tail end stuck. The way that we actually finish this bit off is we just do wrapping your yarn over once, wrapping your yarn over twice, and then you're going to just make a very gentle knot that's going to just sit across the top there, like that. And then you sew your tail ends into these little bits here. So that's the little piece. So now I'm going to share with you how to make the larger C. So that one we're going to begin with a chain of 12. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, third chain along. So we're going to do a V stitch in this one. So that's the treble crochet, chain 1 and back into the same space. That creates the V stitch. And then in the next stitch along we're just going to do one of these stitches on their own. And so the next stitch along is going to be the V stitch, chain 1 and back into the same place. And the next one is a plain stitch, just one on its own, a V stitch in the next one, plain stitch in the next one, excuse me, another V stitch, daisy, there we go, whoop. There, and that one into there. We've got one more V-stitch to go. We do the plain stitch in the end, and like the other pattern, we slip stitch to join or single crochet to finish that off. There. So that creates this bigger C shape. Yeah. Now there is a longer one of these ones. Yeah, so it's not quite two of those, it's just a little bit longer. So we're going to make the longer one. So that is also a chain of 12. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now this time, this is a different one. You're going to work into the fifth chain. So it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still going to work the half treble or the half double stitch, and we're going to do one of those in each of the chains all the way down. And then what you'd do is with this one, you would, like I showed the first one, you do the double knot to tie it, and then you sew your tail ends into the work so that they're out of the way. And nearly done. There. So we can see that we actually did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those half treble or half double crochet stitches, depending where you're from. Cut that one off. Okay, now for the next piece that we're going to make this little circle there, and this one is a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to work into the very first chain, and we work in 3 of these stitches of the treble crochet or the double. So that's 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch or single crochet to join. So that creates the little circle. For this one, to make it finish nice and neat, what I did is I put my hook through the middle there and pulled that tail end through before I sewed them together and tied a knot, just to make sure that that was as neat as possible. And for this little shape here, for this one we need to begin with a chain of 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to so we're going to miss the first chain that's right next to the hook, slip stitch or single crochet depending where you're from, into the next one. Then we're doing 2 of the half treble or half double stitches, and then 2 of the treble or double crochet depending where you're from, and in the very last one we're going to slip stitch, and we'll just cut the tail ends off. And this one I also tied the tail ends into a knot and then sewed them inside so you get that little shape. Okay, so that's all of the pieces that you're going to need to make. So I'm going to tell you that you're going to need to have 12 of these little C's. You're going to need a total of 16 of the little sticks there. I advise you have a couple of these, maybe 2 or 3 of those, and 2 or 3 of the capital size C to be able to do it. And just one dot will just do, just for the game, just to start off with, and so will one of those if you want to as well. Okay, so that's how you make the actual pieces to play the game. In the next video I'm going to be playing the game with AI and yeah, you'll see how that one goes, but that video itself is going to be called Dear AI. Okay, so thank you for joining me in this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.